Greetings, everyone. This is Eric Hong, Executive Director of Momiji Healthcare Society, speaking to you about the COVID-19 pandemic on July 16, 2020. You might have read or heard on the news that the provincial government of Ontario is moving towards reopening even more of the economic and social activities that have been suspended on account of the COVID pandemic. Having already relaxed some prohibitions, the next stage will allow restaurants to reopen on-site indoor dining to some extent, as well as gathering in public places of up to 50 or even 100 people under specific circumstances. This does not mean that the pandemic is over. The risk of the outbreak intensifying is still present. This will be so until a vaccine is found that can immunize people against COVID-19, much like a flu vaccine works against the annual seasonal flu. A vaccine for COVID-19 is still estimated to be a year away from being available. It does, however, mean that although more people are still contracting the COVID-19 virus every day, public health agencies and healthcare providers are able to limit the disease spreading to an extent and manage treating infected people adequately for the time being. The City of Toronto, the Province of Ontario, and indeed Canada are hoping and working towards recovering from the health, social, and economic ill effects of the COVID pandemic. Success depends on there being the ability to monitor and pick up on the coronavirus spreading as early as possible and reintroduce measures necessary to prevent it from spreading out of control. Towards that end, a crucial safeguard is to effectively test as many of those at risk for exposure to the virus as possible in a timely fashion. This is especially important for people already suffering from respiratory ailments, diabetes, and other underlying chronic health conditions, as well as age-related medical frailty. Momiji Seniors Residence has been fortunate in that so far we have not had any among us that is known to have been infected with COVID-19. We are also aware that it has been difficult for anyone who is concerned about risk of exposure to be able to go to a COVID assessment center and wait for hours in line under the hot sun to get tested. As such, we have been negotiating with our local hospital, the Scarborough Health Network, to find a way for our tenants and Momiji staff to get tested without having to commute to and wait in line at any of the 3 COVID assessment centers in Scarborough. I am pleased to report that Scarborough Health Network agrees with us that it is important to be able to help as many older adults as possible to get tested sooner rather than later. The hospital would therefore be sending a team to Momiji on Wednesday, July 29, 2020, specifically to administer the easy, non-intrusive COVID test to any Momiji Seniors Residence tenant and staff who wishes to know if they may have recently been exposed to the coronavirus. Momiji staff will assist tenants by helping them to go from their apartments to meet the testers on site at Momiji on that day for the test and escorting them back to their respective apartments afterwards. Please note, for tenants who are unable to leave their apartments for any reason, the testers will be willing to come to you at your apartment to do the test. When test results are available, probably within 2 to 3 days, they will be sent to Momiji and our staff will relate them to individual tenants. Should any tenant test positive for having the coronavirus, Momiji staff will work with them on managing the infection until they recover. This will be done in conjunction with their family physicians. Testing for COVID virus is not a do once and forget type of action. Getting tested now will tell us if there is immediate risk of COVID-19 spreading at Momiji at this time. If need be, we will work with Scarborough Health Network again to arrange for retesting at Momiji in the future. Having such testing done will give us a measure of reassurance for now and allow us to take additional protective action should any be necessary. I encourage all our tenants and Momiji Senior Residents to participate in this COVID testing opportunity on Wednesday, July 29, 2020. Momiji staff will be approaching all tenants in advance to inquire if you will agree to be tested. Let us know and we will work on scheduling your testing time for that day. I look forward to all our staff and tenant taking advantage of this opportunity to be able to get tested. Let's all do our part in doing everything to keep everyone safe and well. Thank you.